What's going on YouTube? My name is Zachary Kramer with Progressive Payment Solutions and welcome to the PPS vlog. Today we're going to talk about why credit card processing fees are so high. Let's begin. To understand why credit card processing fees are so high, first we have to understand what parties are involved. As you know, in one of our other videos and blog posts, which I'll link in the description, we spoke about the different parties involved in a credit card transaction. As you now know, there are many of them. In order to keep credit card processing safe and secure, these parties need to work together, and in order for that to happen, they need to be paid. Systems are created, they need to be in place, and those systems have to be paid for one way or another. And that is why credit card fees exist to begin with. Now let's talk about your customers. Each of your customers is going to have their own credit card, whether it be a debit card, a Visa, American Express, MasterCard, Discover. There are many different options out there for them to use. Each one of those credit cards has rewards associated to them. Based on those rewards that card offers, is going to depend on the value that you as the business have to pay for that transaction. For example, the New York Jets and the New York Giants.
All hail the New York Giants! New York
Giants! Both have their own credit card that they offer. The New York Jets credit card might be higher to accept than the New York Giants credit card. It depends on what rewards that they offer. So that's the next level of the puzzle. You often hear, oh, we don't take American Express here. That's because back in the day, American Express was very expensive to accept because of the rewards that they gave to their clients. Now there are different options out there to make it a little bit less, but it's still considered one of the highest or most expensive cards to take. You're paying all these fees, you probably want to know where that money goes. There's three places. It's going to go to the card network, which is Visa, MasterCard, Discover, or Amex, or whatever else that they use. Then you have the card issuer. That is the bank that issues the credit card to your customer. For example, your customer goes to Chase Bank. Chase Bank issues them the Sapphire Preferred Rewards card. That is the bank that's going to earn that money. And lastly, you have the credit card processor. The person who's responsible or the company that's responsible for actually doing the transaction. That's, you have a machine or a gateway, however you're going to run the credit card transaction, they have to be paid for those services. So those are the three areas where that money is actually being split up into. Lastly, let's talk about some additional fees that you might see that can affect your bottom line. And that is going to be what equipment you're using, what software you're using, and if you're PCI compliant or not. So when you use a software, they're going to have a fee for actually using that software. There's going to be a transaction fee involved, there's going to be a monthly fee involved, and whatever other fees that software is going to charge, whatever it is. Same thing with an actual piece of equipment, a terminal that you're using to swipe cards. So there might be a monthly fee for updates, there might be an annual fee for having the equipment, whatever it is, they're going to charge you that. I always recommend that you purchase all of your equipment outright so that you don't owe any yearly or monthly fees on it, because 9 times out of 10, the actual hardware that you're using is pretty cheap and it doesn't make sense to pay those monthly fees. And lastly, it's going to depend if you're PCI compliant or PCI non-compliant. There is a different fee associated for that. For PCI compliance, you're looking anywhere between $5 to $10 a month. For PCI non-compliance, you're looking for anywhere from $30 a month all the way up to $150 a month I've seen. Whether it's right or wrong for the processor to charge that, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can negotiate the rate that you're paying on that, but you still have to pay. So make sure that you're PCI compliant. Now you're probably wondering, with all this information, what can I do about it? How can I not pay these high credit card processing fees? And the answer is there really only is one way, and that is the zero fee processing or cash discount program. That is where you sign up for the program and you can legally pass the credit card fee on to your consumer. That's not to say that there's not going to be some fees involved, but 90 to 99% of those fees will go away by just passing it along to the customer. Now, there are regulations in place. You as the business cannot say, oh, I'm just going to charge the customer an extra X percentage. It must be done through an actual cash discount program, and I think you should speak to your provider if that's something that you're interested in. Also, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the article we wrote about credit card processing fees, just so you get a better overview, a more in-depth overview, as well as if you're having issues with your credit card processor, feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.